Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Francois Podcast. I go by the name of Sebastien, and right to the left of me, well, y'all don't see that, but it's my
I'm actually on the right
wife.
of you.
Oh, damn.
You still don't know your left and your right.
I do.
That's okay, bro.
That's their left. That's their left.
Okay. I go by the name of Claushelle.
This is the Francois Podcast. Welcome back. We appreciate y'all for tuning back in again. If y'all want to check out any of our previous episodes or upcoming episodes, we are available on Anchor. What else we got? Spotify. I ain't done. Apple. We everywhere. So whatever your preferred streaming platform is, check us out. And your YouTube, of course. And check us out and let us know what you feel about our topics, our ideas. We're a young, beautiful married couple, baby. Aren't we beautiful?
You forgot black. Oh,
we are black as ever. But all in all, just check out our prior episodes. Leave comments, suggestions if you're feeling what we're talking about.
Leave the comments on our YouTube page.
You feel me? And all that good stuff. How you feeling today, baby?
Did you welcome the new listeners?
I did.
Okay, welcome new listeners. All right, I feel great.
That's good. I love when you feel great.
Do you want to know why I feel so great?
Let me hear it.
Because my baby dropped an album.
Just putting my business
Come
out
on with it.
Putting my business out in the streets. Out in these streets. Nah.
How do you feel?
It felt immensely good to put out that body of work. One, because I've been working on it for so long. Mm-hmm. Like I started mentally preparing for it, in 2016. I didn't put any real action into it until the top of 2019. And I finished that at the top of this year. And it was, once I got it out, it was incredibly well received so far by everybody that heard it. I got calls and texts and, just comments and reposts and just a lot of love. That weekend, like when I dropped it on February 26th, that whole weekend was just a lot of love. I heard a lot of just incredible things from my friends and family, and just shout out to everybody that listened to it. Shout out to everybody that just took the time to sit through it, play it from top to bottom. I'm telling you, it's a nice 43 solid minutes of good music, I would say. Shout out to my cousin, producer Moses the Raven, for blessing me with 8 songs on there, and the other producers on there, all the features. And it just felt good to put that out, and it felt good just having a project out there that was really well received like that.
To release your art, release
your
vision and interest and everything that you've been feeling. I love it.
Thank you, baby. I've just been hearing a lot of incredible things. Like I've been hearing a lot of incredible things and more. And it's not even just it's dope. That song is fire. It was more than flame emojis. It was like, I cried. I was inspired, and just things like that. Things that every artist wants to hear, and it just gives them more of an inclination to just keep going. That's my motivation right there.
Come on, K-Pro-etic.
So shout out to everybody that helped out. Shout out to Push Buttons of Most Sound Music Group for mixing and mastering the whole thing. Did an incredible job. Shout out to my cousin Moses the Raven. I mean, I'll save my thank yous on a separate time for Instagram and all that stuff for everybody that had something to do with it.
Yeah.
But it felt incredible, and shout out to everybody that took the time to listen. It warmed my heart, and it's greatly appreciated.
If you have not heard his album, it is called Beautiful Dystopia.
Yes, it is.
It's on all streaming platforms.
Yes,
if
it
you
is.
Support, stream it, buy it. Do all of that good stuff so you can support your boy.
Yes, sir.
His artist name is K-Pro-etic.
K-Pro-etic.
And it's amazing. Such great feedback. And I'm so proud of you, my love.
Thank you, sweetheart. That means a whole lot coming from you. It really does. I mean, it means the most coming from you.
You're welcome.
Why are you giving me that look? You look like you want to do something.
You know what? All right, let's get into it. All right. So now that we got the fun stuff, well, we're gonna get into some more fun stuff, actually.
Yeah, some real stuff too. Like it's about to get real. So I'm about to get into our topic right now.
Oh,
so
Lord.
Basically, all right. So y'all know we're married, clearly. We got married December 22nd, 2018. We've been married for a little over 2 years now. I guess this is still the honeymoon phase, I guess people will call it. I mean, I guess Terrell.
I'm still in the honeymoon phase. How about you?
Yeah, I'm still there. We still there.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, so we're still young into this. We're still kids in the married game. But I kind of feel like we're seasoned in the relationship game.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
It's like if I want basketball advice, it's like, would you go to Anthony Edwards or LeBron James? Clearly, you go to LeBron James. But Anthony Edwards, but he's a rookie in the league. LeBron's a vet in the league.
Okay.
But Anthony Edwards still knows a lot about basketball. He made it to the league.
Right.
We made it to marriage. We're not OGs in it yet, but we gonna get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you would probably want to get advice from people that's like, 10 years married, 20 years married.
Yeah.
But we just figured that our peers that would like to listen to what a young couple will have to say. So we decided to take some time today and discuss with y'all a few tips about how to plan a wedding. Now,
few tips.
Now, if you're interested in having a wedding, this is for you. If you're not, hey, that's just fine. Ooh. God bless you. You could just courthouse it out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I salute you. But if you're trying to have the big shindig, the big shebang, you wanna have that party, because that's what we did. If y'all are looking into doing that, we decided to have a podcast, and we just set up a couple of tips that we want to discuss with y'all and let y'all know and what we did and how to have a successful big wedding. Because our wedding, not to toot our own horn, but everybody that attended, I'm not gonna. I've heard
nothing
people
but great
say,
things, yeah.
Yeah. I've heard things such as it's the best wedding I ever went to. It was just it was an incredible time. Oh, the show just didn't stop.
Yeah.
It was just entertainment after entertainment after entertainment.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of comes from who we are. We're both entertainers. You know what I'm saying? That's how we met and all that. Y'all know our story.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we wanted to have a podcast and just discuss that and share some tips with y'all. So anybody who's engaged, if you're looking to have a big wedding or wedding period, we got some tips for y'all.
Okay.
Now my wife is the professional here because I was really her wedding assistant.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She this was her. You know what the funny thing is, real quick? Okay. She didn't even want to have a big wedding. She didn't even want that.
Okay.
I wanted the big wedding.
Ooh, you said it out loud. Look at you.
I know. That's a fact.
Okay.
I admit it.
Growth.
Yo, I always admitted that. She didn't want it. She wanted to just, let's legally get married and just go do our thing. I was like, we
would have had a house by now.
Hold up now.
We would have been real right. Not that we're not right financially, but I'm just saying the things that we could have done with that money.
I understand, and that's what a lot of people say. Like, oh, well, I spent $1,000 on this. We can get a house. Listen, I agree with that. Me personally, I just believe that I can do both.
Okay, yeah.
Now, if you have a timeline in which you want to have, which is all right. We're still young. We still have plans on having a home. We're still gonna do everything that we plan on doing. Listen, I have a huge family. I had to do this. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to, and I've been to so many weddings. We've been to so many weddings.
Yeah.
To the point where I was like, yo, I cannot wait till that's me up there. I can't wait to have this huge, beautiful celebration.
I feel like you were in love with the show. That's how I feel.
No, I was in love with the show, but I was only, let's also keep in mind, I was in love with the show only because, yes, I do love all the family coming together. I love the camaraderie. I love it. I love the whole family. Any excuse for the whole family to be together, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But and just that public display of love was just dope. I never saw it any other way. I'm not gonna lie. In my family, we always had weddings, whether small or big, we had them. So I knew I wanted to have one.
Ironically, my family did not have a lot of weddings.
Okay.
Like, we have married people in my family, but I did not see. Actually, I saw two weddings in my whole lifetime in my family.
Damn, I went to two weddings. I think I went to 2 weddings before I was 10.
Yeah, nah.
Or 11. You know, Haitian people, like, it's like, hey, what you doing tomorrow? Hey, I'm going to a wedding. You don't even got to be invited. They treat wedding like it's just church. Like,
I
oh yeah,
started
like
going
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, we'll
weddings
just go.
sporadically. I mean, like consistently after college, actually.
Yeah, I mean that's when
That wasn't even in my family.
Oh well, I mean some of them was family, some of them were like church members, friends, but somebody was getting married. My parents then went to a whole bunch. Yeah, so I've been to some as like a little kid. I've been in weddings.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how I saw it. So I was like, all right, but you know, so I just knew I wanted one. You know what I'm saying? And like, I mean, granted, like, I didn't just want some people are just in love with the show. I'm actually in love with the woman I'm with. And I actually, even if we didn't have a wedding, we still would be right here.
Exactly.
We still would be married and all of that stuff.
Very happy.
I just knew I just wanted the show. I'm not going to lie. They wanted it.
Yeah. But
So,
that's okay.
that's
because
all good,
it's
it's all
not
good.
just you, it's my mama. So we're not going to put it all on you.
What I'm saying, no, yeah, that's a fact.
So if you didn't really care, guess who would have cared? My mama.
That's a fact.
My mother would have thrown all of a fit.
Yo, you
okay,
are her
in
only
the entire
daughter.
world.
You're her firstborn.
Yeah.
Like, are you like that's huge for
I
her. It might be
understand.
bigger for her than it is for you.
It was huge.
That
deal,
was her show.
okay?
She walked in.
Exactly. It was her
you
wedding.
know when the queen waves.
did walk in
you know
like
how
that.
you know the
Tell us-
queen wave with
tell
the
a
with the
story,
white
babe.
glove and you wave your hand
It
like
was a pageant wave.
yeah. It was like
Yep,
a
she did that. Both
greetings,
my mom and my dad did
Yeah,
that.
greetings, my subjects, my
Yeah,
people. Thank you
that's
for coming to our party. Yeah, that's my daughter over there, and that's the guy next to her. But thank you for coming to our party.
She totally did that. She did that. She walked in to the ceremony waving her pageant wave with
Dripped
a nice,
out.
beautiful
Dripped
queen
out.
dress.
Dripped
and
out.
then into the reception doing the same thing. And I mean, all she was missing was a crown.
That's
like
it. I got
you.
evidence. I got pictures.
Exactly, in video.
Oh, yeah, we
that's
got it
all
all.
she kept doing was waving. Like people were here to see her.
But you know, but I'm not mad at that. And I think that like once we become parents, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, granted, I'm not gonna force my kids to have anything that they want. If they don't want to have a
Absolutely
wedding,
not.
that's fine.
No.
But if our first child is a daughter, and you know she gets married, like come on, you know what that's gonna mean to us. Like that being there is gonna be like overly emotional. It's gonna be,
yeah,
you
but-
know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. And granted, like just to rewind a little bit, I wanted the wedding, she didn't. But once she actually got on board, like here's something about my wife.
Okay, go ahead. So what you
What I was just gonna say was, see me, like I'm a gray area kind of guy. My wife is hot or cold, white or black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying light or dark. It's everything is it's one extreme or the other. Her thing is either we're gonna not have a wedding at all, or if we do have a wedding, it's going to be the wedding. Me, I was like, I want to have a wedding, but if we can't have this, that's okay. If doves don't fly at 7 p.m., that's okay.
Why are you so annoying?
No, I'm just saying, like, if we don't have like these particular things that's supposed to make it majestic and glorious, all this, I'm fine with that. I just want my family there and a pastor and some music, and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's a wedding to me. You know what I'm saying? But you had once you hopped on board, you had a specific vision that I was not ready for.
Absolutely.
I was not ready for the work. I was not ready for none of that.
Yep.
It was like a second job.
You didn't really realize what it all entailed.
I had no idea
Yeah.
what went into
Yeah.
planning a wedding going into it.
And I does organization and planning and all
That's
of
a
that.
fact. That's a
and
fact.
I find joy in doing that. And
Absolutely.
I think that if we're gonna do it, you gotta go hard and go home. And that's with every area of life. And that's
Right.
me. That's personally me. If you're not that type of person, that is completely fine. You do it how you want to do it. But for me, if we're gonna say wedding, we're gonna go ham. Like that's just how it's gonna be. And I have, a vision. And I woke up with a vision actually. When I decided that I was gonna get married, I woke up, I knew the date, I knew colors, I knew a lot of things. I knew details of what I wanted, and we hadn't even been engaged yet. I just woke up. I said, I'm gonna get married, and then things just started coming to mind, and I knew that was just gonna have to be it. So you don't have tell me like we're gonna go in or we're not, and if we're not gonna do it, just scratch it all together.
I mean, yeah, that's what happened.
That's what happened. And it
Go
could have been
ham.
so much better. There was a lot that I
Damn,
wanted
better?
to do.
It was crazy already.
Yeah, but we've had a couple of challenges, and so
I mean, but
I didn't get to do everything I wanted. But
every big
it was
event,
amazing.
we're gonna have challenges. But no, but for what it was great.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, now that we've gotten the preface out of the
You just
way,
had to go ham. You know what ham stands for?
what?
I don't know what the A stands for, but I know the H and M in ham stands for hella money. Somebody plugged the A in for me. But when she said I'm about to go ham, I knew what that meant.
I could think of
Grab that
a
extra
few
shift,
A's.
sir. Grab that extra shift, sir. That's what that told me.
Go ahead and work hard for me, sir.
Oh, and did I?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
You worked so hard, you got sick. Poor baby.
I got better though.
You did.
And I went right back to work. Had to keep
So
hustling.
are we gonna get into?
Yeah, let's get into these tips.
We're just talking through. All right.
So all right. So this is one real quick. Back in 2016, it was the summertime, August 2016. Me and my wife met, well, girlfriend at the time, and we went to dinner.
Oh, okay. Like met up.
Yeah, we met up.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. We met up at Echo Tap, and we actually started that was the first discussion we had about like, all right, if we have a wedding, how should we do this? We get married, how should we do this? What should we prepare for? All that stuff. Years, how much time went by? Well, some significant amount of time went by. Anyway, we decided to set a budget. So that's tip number 1. Set a budget. What is the number that you are not about to go past?
Okay.
Like, have that hardcore, like, all right, is it going to be, 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand? For some of you ballers out there that's listening to us,
100 grand.
yeah, I was gonna say 50, but I see where your mind is at.
I'm just saying, 100 grand.
But set that number,
Uh-huh.
and first off, you should agree on a number that's feasible to both of y'all.
For both of you.
So you guys both come up with that number.
Or you talk about what responsibilities
Right.
that this person is going to be responsible for, and your spouse or your future spouse is going to be responsible for.
Right. Create a savings plan. Like, we had a monthly savings plan. We put away a significant amount per month, like religiously. To the point. And
We
then
set up a joint bank account, actually.
yeah, that's what we did. That was one of the first things we did.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Kirk. I works in finance. I sat with my boy Kirk from high school. We set up a joint account for the first time. It was the first time.
Oh, that's the second account. We set up a joint bank account. And
Oh, you're right. We set up a joint bank account, and then we did a
savings
joint
account
savings
with our
account.
financial advisor.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, so that was 2 savings.
Right. So we had 2. We actually saved like twice during the wedding time, if that makes sense. We put a significant
2
amount of money.
times more than we would.
Yeah, we put a significant amount of money aside for the wedding, and then just money aside for just after the wedding, whether it's apartment, honeymoon, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We had to. You gotta protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some people kind of bank on what they might receive. Don't bank on none of that. Cover yourself always. You never know what you're gonna get.
Woo! Say that for the people in the back.
Even if you know your family love you and they got you, hold yourself down.
Yeah.
Hold yourselves down.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we did. So we made sure we had a significant amount of money at the end of 2018, right after the wedding, just so we used that money for whatever we needed it for.
Yeah.
So I think that's important. But back to the wedding savings, start saving aggressively and make sure you can reach that number by your, I guess, preferred date. So, whenever your wedding date is, you should reach that budget, like, I would say, like, at least probably a few months before.
Yeah, a month before at least, because with that budget, you're not just considering budget for just the space. You're talking about space, dress, tux, shoes,
all that.
Decorations,
all that.
vendors,
Yeah.
DJ, band, if you're going to do extracurricular activity like a bridal shower, an engagement party, all of that. You have to consider everything that you feel like you want to do for the wedding. That has to be considered in your budget.
Right.
And if people are throwing stuff in for you, like if somebody's throwing you a shower, whatever, okay, fine. That's something that's gifted to you.
Right, of course.
Or you would be blessed, because we did have a lot of people who blessed us with finances. Not that we asked for it, and we didn't even expect it, but we were still blessed.
Of course.
So, but you have to consider everything that you want in your budget. Everything else is extra. And so when you're just like, I'm sorry, what was the point that you were making?
No, I was just saying that it's smart to, like, you save for the wedding and everything you need for
Yes.
it. But like
Yes.
also like
About
keep a nice little. I was talking about keeping the money, like keeping a separate like amount of money away as well. Put that away just to protect yourself.
Yeah.
For whatever you need
Yeah,
after that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was trying to say is like you can't even bank on the people who'll be attending to say here's $100 or $200 blah blah blah. You won't. I mean, you don't want to be staring at the maitre d' or the venue manager if you have a deposit or a balance, and just say, oh, I didn't make enough. People didn't give me enough cards.
Don't if you're not paid in full by the date, please make sure you at least you got to be paid in full by the date.
Yeah.
Don't wait on like collecting cards at the end of the event. I don't know. I don't even know if somebody's ever somebody done that before.
Yes, I've heard stories
of people like collecting money
them.
at the end to pay.
Because they weren't. I watched
that.
a lot of Bridezilla, so a lot of them were banking on we can't pay for this and blah blah blah. And sometimes things will have to be canceled. I've been in a wedding where one vendor wasn't paid, and they had to come to the wedding to get their collection after the wedding, like literally at the reception. Like, I'm here because I didn't get paid earlier.
Oh damn!
And I was like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? That's no shade to the person because they probably didn't fit that into the budget, but you just have to prepare.
You got to be ready for
things
everything.
like
That's
that.
not good business. You got to.
It's bad business.
You're basically like you're planning an event for hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? Like you have
or
to
less.
Or less, but I'm saying like you have to really be on your game.
Everything.
Yeah, factor in everything and have
everybody gotta have their check or cash in an envelope ready.
And pay them on time. When you pay them on time, like just watch how your vendors are with you the day of.
Mm-hmm.
When you see how different people act when they just paid on time. A little more friendlier. You know what I'm saying? A little more nicer. They do. They go a little above and beyond. Yeah, like all that stuff. And just because you paid them in time, you didn't even do anything extra. All you did was what you said you was gonna do, and that's all you really need to do when dealing with anybody. Just do what you say you're gonna do, and that's it. And then they'll just be impressed by that because there's a lot of people that ain't doing it.
Wow.
That's really all you need to do.
It's a real situation.
And that's what we did. And honestly, and I think that's what helped our day even more.
Yeah.
You know, just having people. Everybody was just so focused on making it great for us. Mm-hmm. That's because we was good with everybody.
Yep.
We was always good with everybody.
Yep.
You know
and I don't like embarrassment.
Hell no.
So don't come to me talking about something you ain't getting paid.
I'm not having that on that day. Like we already got we're not dealing with that.
Run them their money quick.
Go ahead.
And even so here's another add-on to this budget tip is even we knew that our guest count was not realistic when we actually had that wedding. We knew that more people would show up more than what we've given the vendor. And we was prepared for that. We was prepared, like we had cushion money to be like, all right, if these people really show up or if, they got to roll out more plates, this is what we owe him. And if he asks for it, we'll be like, all right, here.
Yeah, we're going to get...
we prepared for that.
We're going to get more into... No, it's all good. We're going to get more into that when we talk about finding the perfect venue.
Okay.
But you're definitely right about that.
Yeah, just be on point with that money, though.
So tip 1.
Set
Set your budget. Stick with that. Tip 2, create your guest list. Now, this might be the most... How do I describe it? I think the guest list is like the most...
headache.
That's like the most challenging part.
Yeah.
Of the wedding preparation process.
Okay.
Setting that damn guest list. You write your list of all your peoples. You got your mom, got your dad, got your grandma, got your best friend, got this friend from college, got this friend from high school, got this friend from work. You got cousins, aunties, uncles, all this stuff, all these people that you feel need to be there.
Okay.
And then you get that one friend that's like, I know we cool, but they think you a little cooler than you know that they. Am I saying this right? You feel me? They see something a little deeper there than you do. And
like then, people feel like they deserve to be invited.
Then you got to get hit with that text. Oh damn! I could not be there. Oh man, wish I got an invite. Hey yo,
I didn't get any of
those. Let me tell you something. If you ain't getting no invite, you wasn't supposed to be there, fam. And that's no shade too.
You are so wrong for saying that.
Nah, hold up though. In fact, let's get into this.
Okay.
Let's address this.
Okay.
Because this happens with a lot of married couples when planning a wedding. Look, there's weddings I got invited to. There's weddings I did not get invited to. People I'm cool with, people I'm kind of cool with.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. It'd have to be my twin brother for me to be like, you know what, damn, bro, couldn't get an invite. If it's or like a close cousin, like, but if it's a friend, we cool. But like, yo, congrats. I'll send a card. Congrats, my brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just send your, don't show hate on the best day of somebody's life. Like, it's just, you know what I realized? I think right now, it is currently an American pastime to get dressed up, drink for free, eat for free, party for free, and watch a display of love. That is an American pastime.
Okay.
And when they do not get invited to that, it's like an attack on them.
Yeah.
So technically, it's really selfish.
Yeah. That you didn't invite them.
So I just feel like, and granted, I know there's this can be case by case.
Yeah.
But I just feel like to hit somebody with the, oh man, I wasn't there with the, like, bro, like, come on, like, leave that alone, man. Like, we're not doing that.
I just want to add on to that. I think that it's not just the people that felt like they were more close to you than you thought they were. I think it's also family members who, you know, who just feels entitled, like I'm supposed to be them family or whatever. Meanwhile, you have never seen this person getting married in like decades, like since they were 3 months old. And
man, it's like, you don't remember?
Yeah.
Your aunt Mary that cut your umbilical cord when you was born, and she hasn't spoken to you in 30 years. But I mean, she cut the umbilical cord.
You just need to understand that. Don't take it personal. You know, if you're not invited, it's nothing personal to you. That person, this couple right here probably just wants to have their family members, their bridal party, and that's it. They just want people that they feel that need to be there. And if you're not there, don't take it personal. It's just really not for you to be there. And I kind of do agree with you.
I mean, like,
go ahead.
No, I don't want to cut you off. So go ahead. Babe.
I also feel like, no shade to parents, but parents, your friends don't need to be there either. But I mean, if it's your wedding,
we love you, parents.
We love you, but they don't need to be there. Like, you know, they could catch the pictures on Facebook and stuff.
Beautiful pictures.
But you know what? I can't say that because, like you said, if we have children, we want our friends to be there.
Yeah, but you know,
our friends will be in our children's lives.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would have to be like the friends that I would like to be at my kids' wedding are gonna be friends that I know have strong relationships with my kids. So they're not even gonna feel it. They're not even gonna feel a way about, hey, what about such and such? Oh yeah, of course, he's always around. As opposed to just a friend that you're tight with, but your kids really just don't know. I'm not gonna expect my child to invite him, and that's gonna be okay with me. Just gotta be fair.
I hope I don't bite my tongue later on in life.
Hey, look, whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever happens, happens. Right now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. I guess with my parents was kind of different because since my whole family was there, they were just good with that. Mm-hmm. Like, we're more family oriented than friend oriented. Mm-hmm. So since the whole family was there, it's like, man, we good. We fine with that. Yeah. You know. But
even. I don't know. This is so convoluted. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about, okay, I know some people who are engaged who had weddings that I wasn't invited to or are having weddings that I'm not going to get invited to.
It's okay.
And I feel okay with it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Like, it's all, like, first of all, and I think we're naturally understanding, but we're even more understanding because we had a wedding.
Had the wedding,
and also to keep in mind, like, every plate is... Oof. Like,
they don't know better either.
Yo, so I'm saying, like, you gotta. It's it's a money thing. Yeah. That's how we should have started. Yo, no shade. Yeah, but it's like, yo, these plates cost crazy money. Yeah. Some of them depends on where you at. Mm-hmm. But like, you want a decent venue, you're not paying nothing under $100. You know what I'm saying? So like, just know that it's if everything was free. Fingers. Yeah, chicken fingers. You feel me? You want that? You know what I'm saying? If you want, like, you know, soft serve ice cream for dessert and a cookie, as opposed to like a nice, nice lavish cake or whatever. Like, if you want to, we're not doing that. Like, we want to smell elegance. So we have to pay for elegance. But what I'm saying is, in regards to it's really all financial more than it is personal. You know what I'm saying? Like weddings in American culture is just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just money. Just throwing money down the drain. It's all money. Like, so literally we have to pay per person. Like, so that's what you really got to think. Like, how tight are we? But if it was free, then everybody would be like, if it was free and you wasn't there, then it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You feel me, homie? Like,
we really don't like you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? But it's just not personal. And honestly, you really have to go through it to really understand it. And then, but everyone's gonna go through it. Everybody's had some kind of problem with it.
It's a headache.
You know, it is. But
going into a tangent.
Just when you create your guest list, try not to let anybody really influence your list.
What you trying to say?
What you mean?
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that nobody's really influenced. This should be the husband and wife. We got to be their peoples. Like, don't not invite 5 people that you really want to be there because, you know, an outside influence. It could be anybody. It could be a family member. It could be whoever. To be like, oh, actually, these 5 people should be there because, you know, remember that time when he pulled you out the pool when you were 5 years old, like stuff like that. Then it's like, damn, I feel bad. I mean, granted, that's a serious situation. But I'm saying, like, you should, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should be, this is your list. You should be in control of it.
When I said I was headstrong on no children, Mom tried to convince me. Dad tried to convince me. Husband tried to convince me. And I'm like, no children.
I mean,
here's my pet peeve. I'm not even gonna be ashamed of saying this because I feel like some people feel me out there. Somebody understands when you are at an elegant. No shade to none of my cousins who have babies. No shade to any of my friends who has babies. I love these babies to death. I feel personally, if we're at an elegant event, a lavish event, I've always felt this when I was probably past my preteen years. If we're there, I hate to see kids running when we're all glammed up, when we're dressed to the nines. It's elegant. It looks like heaven. Where we at an event and these kids are just running back and forth. Oh my God, that takes me out all the time. It makes me cringe. I hate it a lot. A lot.
I feel you. Is that more of a pet peeve than spending more money?
It is.
I guess because you said no kids, but then you was throwing a couple of extra people on the list, and I was like, well, the kids are half price.
It is a pet peeve, yeah.
Okay.
Because kids are half price, so it would have been cheaper to bring kids more than the extra people. But I don't want to see any kids run. Look, this is an elegant event.
The kids,
people have
the
their
kids would have been well
gowns on.
behaved. I got some well-behaved kids in my family. They the same.
Actually, the kids that were there, who was a part of our bridal party.
Yeah, the kids that actually had to be there were good.
Were very well
behaved. They were good. They were good.
But there's some kids who just like to run.
That's a fact.
You know what? And oh Lord, let me just not
snatch the bow tie off, jump on. Table.
I just want to yank some kids, and I personally don't like it. It has nothing to do with children because children play, children run, children have fun. I love to see a child be a child. Mm-hmm. However, there is a time and a place, and I really want to eat my words later. I really don't. Because I feel like a child is supposed to be where children can run and play, kids party, all of that. Let's go to a family outing, beach day or whatever. But when it comes to wedding, honey, I'm sorry. We're going to have to leave the babies home.
Well, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
That's all I needed to hear.
So now that you done dissed all these kids, the last thing we're going
to... babies.
So anyway, look, when it comes to the guest list, like don't let anybody really influence your list like that. These are your people. And also, like, we kind of did this, create like an A and a B list. You got your A list. Not everybody on the A list might RSVP in town. Not everybody on your A list will show up as the date approaches. No. People pulled up. In fact, more people pulled up. People pulled up. But like, you know what I'm saying? So then you got your people that, you know what I'm saying? If this person could make it, let me probably get this. I mean, listen, it's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
So you just do it like that just to, keep things organized. You could try your best to make your people happy. But I mean, at the end of the day, like all you got to do what's best for your wife and yourself.
Amen.
That's it. So
Yeah.
whoever can understand that, you got to question if they even need to be there.
Yeah, because it's not about them. It's about you.
Straight up.
That's it. It's your day.
Boom. So that's tip 2.
Tip 2.
Create your guest list. Manage your guest list. Tip 3. You want to get into that?
You mentioned discuss your wife's vision.
Right.
But can you elaborate? Because
like, maybe
it's
for
a
me,
husband and wife's vision,
you're right. You're right. And see, like, maybe because I'm just not much of a visionary in the decorating department. So I feel like tip 3 I have, discuss your wife's vision, because I feel like the wife is the one that really kind of has the eye for decorations, period, how you specifically want things to look. Well, at least I know my wife. Like, I was basically the wedding assistant. So whatever she wanted, I was just there helping her. My wife does a lot of DIY stuff.
Okay.
So if she needed help with decorating something, I was scissors and papers and glues, like, paper mache, arts and crafts, all types of stuff. Like, I was that guy.
Yeah.
So husbands, if you're like me,
Yeah.
and you don't have a specific vision of how you want your wedding to look, you just know you want one, but your wife has this huge, elaborate vision.
Yeah.
Go along with it.
Okay.
I was butting heads a lot because
yeah.
it wasn't like I was
it
wasn't like I was anti her vision. Well,
no, you weren't anti.
I wasn't like, I was cool.
Does it have to take all of
this? Does it take all of this and cost this much?
Yeah.
So that's why I was doing a lot of, like, I was giving a lot of pushback.
Yep.
I was like,
but faith without works is death, honey. So you got to make sure that you put in the effort.
Nah, I'm with it. But I was just like,
you have faith that the wedding is going to happen.
Yeah.
But you got to put the work towards it.
Yeah.
Come on now, don't let me get to preaching on you.
I'm saying, well, you need a handkerchief or something? I see some sweat on your forehead, like.
I'm just saying, you can't just say, okay, let's have a wedding, and then think it's just gonna happen.
First of all, I wasn't not trying to do the work it takes to have a wedding. I wasn't. Hold up, you gotta let me specify.
Don't get to start lying now.
I'm not lying.
Don't even get to start lying.
You gotta let me specify. Let me finish, because then you're gonna get it. I wasn't trying to avoid the work to plan a wedding. I was trying to avoid the work to plan a Shelly wedding. 2 different things.
What does that even mean?
It means exactly
how. Are you serious right now?
It means exactly how I said it. There are weddings, and then there are your weddings.
Oh,
your weddings require way more from everybody.
You don't want to work just doing stuff around the house, so come on.
I'll be doing that work.
No, you don't.
Or you gotta ask me twice, but I'll get it done. You gotta ask me twice, maybe 3 times, but I get it done.
It's not that far from a regular wedding.
No, hold up, don't do that. Now that is a lie to the people. We can't do that. Baby,
give me an example.
Okay,
because you didn't want to do anything. That's what
some things I just thought was like, I didn't know it was like so required. I was asking myself, like, yo, does this need to happen? Like, do we need to do this? I was like, does this have to happen? Like, what weddings do this? And I had to realize, yo, this is just how you want it.
Okay.
What was a good example of something kind of extra? No, there's a whole bunch. I'm shifting. I'm trying to pick one.
It wasn't that bad.
Okay, so, all right. I think one was the suits for the guys, right?
Uh-oh.
So I had a suit in mind for the guys.
That actually wasn't even me. That wasn't even my fault.
Oh, that's my man Greg?
Yep, that wasn't even my fault.
I love my brother-in-law. I ain't gonna do that to you.
And he had y'all right, didn't he?
He did. He ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
It was extra work, but he did. It was extra work and extra money, but he did.
Next point.
All right, I'm gonna keep this on you. I'm not even gonna do that to my boy. Hold up. Let's pick one of yours.
It wasn't even my fault.
All right. How about the what's the name?
You can't even think of one. See?
The what's the name?
You just didn't want to do anything.
No. Hold up, man. That was a whole bunch, yo. I gotta go back to 2 years ago.
Oh boy.
Oh, did we need the aisle runner?
You didn't do anything for the aisle runner. You didn't even know we had one. Look at that. See, you can't even think. You knew we had one after the wedding.
Hey, yo, I'm the worst, man. Hey, I'm the worst.
You didn't even know we had
I didn't even know we had it till we got there. I was like, what's this? Oh, it got my name on it. I'm lit.
You didn't do nothing. You did just say to the people you did not want to do a single thing. You just wanted to show up and have a wedding. having all your family there, and then just say, okay, we're getting married today.
How about the Kirk Franklin walkout?
Okay. Well, that wasn't a lot of work.
I thought that was a little extra.
But that wasn't a lot of work for
you.
It
wasn't a lot of work. I just thought it was a little extra.
Okay, it was extra. But you did nothing to
How about the video we did for the wedding? That was a little extra. We did a whole little video discussing our journey. And we played that right before we did a performance. Now, it was dope in hindsight, but before that, I was like, "Yo, do we need that? Can't we just go right out and just perform?"
Long story short, he
hold up! Wait a minute! I remember.
All right.
Yo, we had a bridal party of 20 people.
Okay.
Yo, she wanted everybody to do their own
had nothing
little
required
dance
of you.
They was calling me.
It had nothing required of you.
They was hitting me like, yo, I go to the studio and put like 3 tracks together because we doing rehearsals. But look, let me stop trying to defend my case.
Okay.
I did not feel like doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Thank you. Tell the people what they need to hear.
But like, just at the time, it just felt so extra.
You didn't want to do anything.
At the time, I didn't know what was. I thought it was. It just felt so extra to do some of the things at the time. Like
You know the only thing that you want to do?
What?
Go to the tasting, the food tasting.
Yeah, you show up and eat.
That was the only thing that you cared about doing.
I mean, we did everything though.
You did not want to see a bunch of venues?
No, I actually enjoyed the venue process. I actually enjoyed looking at all the venues. Okay. I enjoyed doing that, and I chose the venue we got married at.
He did. He said actually
danced out that joint.
I chose it.
I danced out that
and
joint.
then you were the deciding. I saw this venue, like I literally put it. Why you always want to take credit for me?
I could have sworn I chose it.
No, you chose it to be our venue, but I found it.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
All right, look, people, I'm a little lazy, right? And my wife want me to do stuff that I don't really feel like doing.
Everything.
So the wedding process was like, yo, we gotta do that. Yo, for real, we gotta do that.
We gotta do this too.
For real, we gotta do that. Yo, for real.
Why we gotta do this?
Yeah, how much is that? But babe.
Forget about how much. That was
but tagged on to my laziness, so to speak.
Yeah, it was extra.
You just extra also. Okay. Like you also just extra.
I'm gonna take that.
But it is what it is. At the end of the day, all the extra stuff she did, it made a beautiful wedding.
It did.
So it was all good.
And thank you for assisting me. I really, as much as you did not want to do anything, you really buckled down, rolled your sleeves up.
I still made sure I did it.
And did what you needed to do.
I just complained, but now I'm in the business.
Up the wazoo.
Now hold up now.
I'm just saying. I just had to get that out.
But I mean, but I'm actually in a place right now where I'm trying to,
doing better.
I'm dead and all that.
Okay. All right. So basically, discuss the wife's vision.
That was tip 3.
And execute.
Bam. That's it. That's all you need to do as a husband. If you're a husband like me. All right. Tip 4. Find the perfect venue. Now look, I told you my wife is extra. Guess how many venues we saw in the month of March? March 2017. That's what it was.
Yeah.
March 2017.
That wasn't that many.
Guess how many venues we saw? I'll wait.
It wasn't that much.
I'm still waiting.
It wasn't that much. Okay, fine.
Anybody? I mean. Oh, nobody. Oh, okay, I'll say it. 19 venues. We saw 19 venues in 1 month. Messing with this girl right here. 19 venues. She was booking them left and right. We was leaving work, going to that's what we did. We left work with the venues.
Yeah, weekends was packed with venues.
We saw 4 venues in 1 day.
Yes, we did.
1 day. 1 day.
Sometimes after church.
Oh my God.
On a Saturday, we would just spend all day together going to venue hunting.
Now, granted, like I'm not gonna lie, like I enjoyed that process a little bit because they give you free stuff at some of these venues. They give you free drinks, free food sometimes. But so I was kind of with that process.
And then the ambiance, you get to see a lot of beautiful places. That's
true. So it's important to locate a venue that fits your vision. It's also in a prime location. Make sure it's in your budget. And when you get to after they show you, because they start off with all the glitz and glamours. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. I'm gonna get to that.
You about to tell it.
They start off showing you all the glitz and glamours and everything that was going on in my mind during every single. Come on now. Every single tour they gave us, I was just thinking in my head, okay, cool. How much is that? Oh, he wants to throw this in? I know what that means. He's not just gonna throw it in for nothing. How much is that? We saw this one spot, right? Oh, I think it was in West Orange. I forgot the name of it. So we saw this spot. It was like, okay, very spacious. Helicopter pad, just right outside for kicks.
Yeah, hotel, everything on campus.
Well, they had a honeymoon suite in there.
Yeah,
and they had rooms for your guests to stay the night.
Yeah,
if they just got
castle,
too drunk or whatever. Yeah, it was like some ancient 15th century kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Real vintage, antique, all that stuff. If you like that kind of stuff. Incredibly spacious. I think they could fit the maximum. I think like 500 people in there.
Wow.
And
that's true. Yeah.
They were showing us around. I'm like, okay, this isn't really our style, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool,
Nice.
And then I just asked them like, all right, so let's get this. Let's get to business. My man looked me dead in the eye. And said, yeah, so to have a summer wedding here, it's $100,000. Straight up. He didn't do no taxes. He didn't do no breakdown. He just gave me the flat joint. I said, well, sir, that's my car parked right there. And I'll see you never.
Oh, my God.
Because then he started talking like, I'd love to host you guys. I was like, hey, bro, hold up, sir. You ain't hosting nothing around here. $100,000.
And it wasn't even
Come
that
on,
pretty.
on one day. Oh, I'm sorry, not a day. On 5 hours.
Yeah.
And possibly spend the night.
Yep.
Because I saw them beds. It wasn't $100,000 worthy. I mean, we're just talking facts here.
Okay.
So I was like, nah. So we saw a whole bunch of other spots. Some was talking some good numbers. Some was talking some numbers. We was like, I don't know about all that. It was and just everything that was included, making sure they just gave us all of our resources, all that stuff. We just wanted to make sure we was getting everything. We had to get the best bang for our buck.
Here's another story. Basically, I had loved this beautiful. It was my top choice. I went there. We said everything. I was giddy. I was like, oh my God, I love it. Like really outwardly expressing how much I loved this venue. So we sit down, at the end of the stage, the venue manager is just going over numbers with us. And then he writes the number that was like, 50,000 or something like that. And then my grin turned into a very nice frown.
Oh, was this the first one we saw?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the Grove.
Yeah. And
I remember that.
And so
she was doing like ballerina twirls throughout the whole venue. Like, oh, this is so wonderful, walking around like Cinderella.
Yep.
And I'm just
showing this man my card, like pretty much no poker face.
But the conversation before that was, honey, they can't see your emotions.
Yep.
None of that stuff. But yeah, she's like, oh, this is the most wonderful place in the world. Oh my! I'm like, yo, relax. And then my man straight up says, what the numbers were, and me. I'm still not affected because I'm just like, okay.
Because he's racking it up in his mind.
My mind is like, next.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
And then her whole smile just drops.
Bruh, you can visibly see how disappointed I was. I was
frowning. Your head was
so
down.
Sad.
You was just sad. We went out to eat afterwards. You didn't even talk.
Yep.
I was like,
so
yo. And he was
extra
like.
Extra as heck.
He was like, remember the manager, whatever his name was. Well, he just said like, yeah, she looks sad. She looks very, yeah, I remember. And I was also like, yeah, we'll talk. Knowing that was gonna be the last time I walk in there. But I'm just like, yo, this is the first spot we saw. We're gonna see more. We're gonna see others. Like,
no, I mean, I just really. Here's the thing. This is why we're bringing it up. Make sure it fits in your budget. We're not the type of people that just say, okay, we're just going to make this work. We're the type of people who are realistic and just are like, okay, this is not going to work. We're just going to have to get over it and make sure we find something that does work.
That's it.
I was sad. I was like, dang, this is my vision. This is what I love. I love everything about it. But dang, we can't have this. It was so devastating. I was distraught. And then he had to check me, really check me. And I'm so proud that you did that.
But hold up. It wasn't that sweet. You were mad at me.
I was.
You were mad at me.
I was.
You see how that works?
Why
She
was
was
I mad
mad
at
at
you,
me. You were mad at me because you said that we weren't on the same page when we was talking to him. Cause you were so like for it, and I was kind of like, you was.
That's not true.
I remember you was like you were visibly, and I just wasn't fazed by it. I was on some like everything he was saying. I was like, okay, and your head, he was like, ain't no okays with none of this. This ain't our budget. And I was saying okay so much because
Poker
I'm like,
face.
because I was like, oh, okay, I can say okay to what you're saying. That's not a yes to me. That's just like, yeah, that's what you're telling me. Then I get out of here.
I was mad at you for that.
Girl, you was mad at me for the rest of the. You didn't talk at Applebee's. You did not talk at Applebee's.
Really?
I paid for that 2 for $20, and you ain't talk.
Really? I don't remember. I remember being mad at you, but I don't remember that I was mad because you
didn't like that in front of him. We didn't have a united front. I remember you said we need to be on the same page talking to these guys. I remember you telling me that like we was.
Oh, I think I meant like in a sense of. Don't say okay, just say how could we make it cheaper?
Right,
you know
and my thing was and I wasn't trying to really negotiate with the guy.
Oh, that's what I was like, upset about. You didn't really negotiate.
I was like, yo, it was the first spot. I was like, next. I was like, yo, let's look for someone who's gonna give us what we need, and we don't have to do so much pulling and. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys are horrible negotiators. They're just trying to make money. They're not really trying to, okay, well, you know what? We'll shave off $5,000 for you. Like, what? They're going to find somebody that's going to pay that.
You were saying okay to everything that he was saying in terms of price-wise.
Yeah.
Because he was like, okay, this is going to be like let's say the number was like $500 a plate.
Right.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be like, okay, well, how can we like bring this down?
To the venue that I prefer. I was like, okay, next. That was the first spot. I'm like, we're going to see more. I was like, I knew we was gonna see more.
Well,
I didn't know what
I was mad at.
I didn't know we was gonna see 19.
Just so we can make this clear, I was just mad at that you weren't like
and that wasn't, and we weren't
showing the same,
and we were on the same page basically. Yeah. So I understand.
I wasn't mad because you checked me.
No, I did not say you was mad. You were just mad that we didn't go in there.
We weren't negotiating together.
Right. We didn't negotiate together. I was kind of like the minute he said what he said, I was like, all right, I was mentally done with him already. I was like, all right, I'm next.
Dang,
I didn't have my heart.
The hard way.
I didn't have my heart set on anything yet. That was the first spot. I was just like, okay, that's you next. All right.
Anywho.
But yeah, so I mean,
make sure it fits your budget, and don't go crazy over something that you can't have. It's not that deep because you still have to be married afterwards.
I mean, straight up, we ended up finding a place called the Tides Estate. They were incredibly accommodating.
And we got more bang for our buck,
too. We got way more bang for our buck.
They were in renovations.
Yeah, by the time that we actually had the wedding, they completely renovated. The price stayed the same. We paid them on time. Every time I showed up there, he had something for me. He had a drink for me. He had whatever. He was shout out to Tom.
Yeah. It was lovely. I complained about a lot of things for that venue, but I was okay with it. Price point was perfect. Husband loved it. He danced out of that place
because I knew that it was dope, and I knew what we was paying for. Yeah. I was like, oh, we good.
It worked for our budget. But I complained about the bathrooms. I complained about this and this and this. By the time we got there, everything was fixed. The bathroom was new.
He said that
a brand new bridal suite. It was like, wow.
He said that everything was gonna get fixed because we saw the spot like a year and a half in advance.
Yep. Yeah.
So they did all that
thing with that one, and we got a good deal.
We got a good deal. We had a dope. But yo,
it was beautiful.
The manager Tom, I don't know if he was lying.
Oh, here we go.
But I pulled up after the venue. My bad. I pulled up at the venue a few days or so after the wedding.
Getting some stuff.
I had to pull because we still left some stuff there. I had to get a few things, stuff it in the car.
I should call him and be like, "Can you pull?"
We still got stuff.
Yeah.
My
floral
oh, that we charge it to the game. Got charge that to the game. We still got enough here.
No.
But what's the name? But yeah, so apparently a couple of celebrities have had like weddings there. J.R. Smith, so I think Tom Coughlin, Giants coach, prior Giants coach, he was there at the wedding. There's celebrities in there. Apparently what's his title?
I guess venue
manager.
Event manager?
He was saying he apparently knows Jim Jones. He showed me pictures and all that stuff, yada yada. And he said that Jim Jones said, "Yo, man, what's up, man? I heard y'all had some like crazy Haitian party there the other day, right?"
Oh my Lord.
And instantly, I'm like, "Yo, bro, you're a liar." I'm like, get out of here. Like, how was Jim Jones? Until he showed me the pictures and how they actually cool. He was cool with Jim Jones. He's cool with Yandy, all that stuff.
Oh my
I'm just
gosh.
like, so Jim Jones know about it. Anyway, that's how legendary our wedding was. I don't know if it's a lie today or not, but just the idea that he may know is lit.
About us.
It's lit. Anyway, that's tip 4.
Okay.
Find a perfect venue.
Yep.
Tip 5. Book reliable vendors.
That's a fact.
Your photographer, your videographer,
Yep.
your wedding planner, if you have one, your decorator, your DJ. Make sure that these are solid, reliable people.
Yep.
Because if they are not on their square, it's going to change the entire course of the day.
Agreed.
You need great music. You need great footage, pictures and video, because those are your memories. And you need to make sure your decorator is on point. Now, like I said before, I did not have any hand in decorating, not a damn thing. My wife decorated. She was basically the wedding planner.
Yeah, I did everything myself.
Straight up.
Yeah. Well, I actually had a coordinator.
Oh, right.
To kind of give me resources and stuff like that. But my vision and design was pretty much me, myself, and I.
Straight up.
And I did a lot of the planning. Like, she was really helpful with resources and who to find, but I did a lot of the coordination pieces and everything I needed help with in terms of the last final touches. She helped out with too.
Yeah, but if you're not as hands-on as my wife is, make sure you find somebody that has a proven track record of successful events.
Yeah.
You could see, you open a book, you see a whole bunch of you see what she or he has done.
Yeah.
To ensure that the wedding was a success. Photographers, videographers, like, how just look at their portfolio, set some meetings up, set some calls up. We were setting up meetings with photographers and videographers all over, and just seeing what just looking at their portfolio, seeing I guess just like letting them know that what our vision was, letting them know the amount of people that's going to be there, and seeing if they can manage a wedding with over 200 people. Some people are just small event photographers. You got to find people that could handle everything. Some people that just you want to look at reviews. We was looking at reviews, making sure people were solid, making sure that they were on point.
Yeah.
Shout out to Petronella. She held us down.
Ooh, she was my favorite vendor. I had 2 favorite vendors. My wedding designer, like my decorations designer, and my photographer. I love
Petronella,
them.
she held it down.
Both black.
Shout out to that black woman. She killed it. Shout out also to Ever After Studios. They gave us some great videography. They
did great.
Our entire wedding was around 5 hours. They gave us 4 hours of footage.
Amazing.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
That's just a lot. They I found a way to kind of cut the cost a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because they could, they were saying, they gave us a rate for, we'll shoot this and we'll put it all together for you for this rate. And I was like, all right, well, how much just for the raw footage? And they, took it down a couple $100. I was like, yo, just give me all the raw footage. I'll put it together. Because I know I have a bit of a video background. So, but they did an incredible job. I ain't gonna lie. During the day, it was a little bit annoying, but that's how on point they were. Like just pulling you for, hey, take this picture. We want this.
I want to capture everything.
I want you to, walk off into the sunset and then like run back. We're trying to do something here. Like they had a lot of ideas that I've realized they were coming up with them as the day was going. Like, we dope if you do this, if you do that. It kind of took away from some of the time, but when I look back at all the footage, because you kind of really experience the wedding in your memory. Looking at all the footage and all that stuff, so you definitely want to make sure that all the footage is incredibly on point. Yeah, all the footage is incredibly on point.
Yeah.
So we was able to through a nice I don't know, the process took a couple months, but we was able to narrow down like our top 2, I think.
Which you actually helped with.
Of course, you
were the one. No,
I did help.
No.
I did help.
You actually took on that task. You found us a videographer and a photographer.
I did. I was looking every day.
Yes,
every
you
day.
did.
And I think I might have found the honeymoon too, didn't I?
You
Treat Caribbean?
absolutely did.
Wait. No, I think you found it.
Uh-huh.
And I was just checking every day, and I waited for the number to drop. Then I'll let you know, the number dropped. You got to book it now. And then we
you
hit
helped
that over
with
the
that
phone.
too.
Hey, I'm here.
I
be
all about
you
that.
be forgetting that
No, but it took a while for you to jump on some tasks.
I was
but
busy. I was
you
busy.
did help. You was busy. You helped with this, and you helped us with finding us an apartment.
I mean,
so
well,
I
yeah,
gotta give you
that was a definite. I had to do that.
You
but like,
you don't want to be homeless.
you got a place to live. You got to find a place. I didn't expect any kudos for that. We need a place to live. But yeah. So you want to make sure your vendors are incredibly reliable.
Yeah.
Because like they're really gonna if you find people that are incredibly on point, incredibly professional, it's really gonna dictate how that day is gonna go. And then when you're looking back at everything, you're looking back at all the footage, you'll thank yourself. Because right now, when we decide to have a day to just look at all the footage, we're just in our feelings, loving how great it is and all that stuff. We're thankful that we actually had people that saw our vision and that was on point and getting everything done the way we wanted it to. So that's tip 5: book reliable vendors. Shout out to Petronella. Shout out to my Uncle Stan, the DJ. Shout out to Ever After Studios. Shout out to everybody. So tip 6. You want to get into that, baby?
Yeah. So tip 6. One of my favorite tips is cut corners. Not everything has to be a crazy amount of dollar signs.
Just cut them where you can.
Where you can, exactly. Few examples. Our photographer for our engagement was a friend. She's really nice with her photography, like literally amazing with her photography.
Shout out to Mer.
We did an engagement shoot, and we didn't even have to rent a spot or, pay for anything for a location. We just asked our venue, can we just use the place to do our engagement photos?
And you damn right he said yes, because he got all that money on time.
Yeah. Also, with my bridesmaids' dresses, they didn't have to go to a boutique or a bridal store to get their dresses. I found some nice, beautiful dresses online, and we did some, adjustments to the dresses with a local seamstress. Way less money than a bridal shop would have charged for an actual bridal dress and stuff like that. So I did a lot of things, and you know what? Really, really funny story. Do you remember that day where it was chaos because it was like a storm? It was like not even a big storm, but it was like we weren't even prepared for it, and everybody was backed up in Newark. Everybody was backed up in
the snowstorm.
It wasn't a storm. It was just like I don't know what happened.
A snow, was it like a squall? That's what they call it?
I don't know.
But they talk about that day when it took everybody like 10 days to get home.
Hours to get home.
Yeah, I remember that. I'll never forget it.
Guess where I was at? Yeah, I was in New York City.
In New York, like a crazy person. What was you doing out there?
I was in New York City because my bridesmaids' dresses, I wanted them to be full. And so we needed to add an underlayer of fabric. And some of the dresses were not the same tones. Nobody knows that, though. And so guess what I did? I went to New York to get fabric for my girls. I went to New York to match some of the girls' fabrics. I did find some in Jersey, but there wasn't enough yard of fabric. So I was in New York shopping. Like, I had to get the job done. Cut them corners. You don't need to order or whatever, blah, blah. You go ahead and cut these corners. You're like, okay, I'm going to get this fabric for cheap. All she got to do is sew it on that, bad girl, and then boom, slayage. Nobody really knows that, though. You just cut some corners. I think that we did a lot of cutting corners where we could, and then things that needed to be done, like, for example, the videographer. You're good with visuals. My brother is great with visuals.
Yeah, I cut that corner
editing
quick.
and everything.
When I saw those prices, we'll
put
this together for you. I was like,
$1,000 for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Give us the raw footage.
Give us the footage. Yeah, we got it. I mean, I ain't put it together yet, but I'm on it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that, but but yeah, where you can, everything does not have to be.
Wait, hold up. How about your earrings though?
Ooh, should I say that?
Go ahead.
Should I say that?
Talk about
But that wasn't purposeful though.
I guess it wasn't purposeful, but like. If it was purposeful, I would have.
That story to myself because I just love it so much.
It's all good. It's all good.
So yeah, cut corners. Do not be. Where you can, just do what you can to make it work out.
So that's tip 6. Last and final tip 7, and this is the most important. Out of everything that we shared so far, this is by far the most important tip. People have told us this, and we're making sure to tell anybody this if you are planning a big wedding. Please try to enjoy the day. It can go by really fast. And you done put all your hard work,
everything,
blood, sweat, and tears into this event. 5 hours long or 4 hours, however long you want it to be. But it can go by like that. But you have to take time out and really enjoy the day. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, enjoy your coworkers. Really enjoy this beautiful thing that you guys planned out. Like, enjoy it the most you possibly can. Now, you probably can't, you're not going to be able to, like, I guess, really slow it down, so to speak. Man, it's going to be a lot going on. And when there's a lot going on, you know, every hour feels like a second. But take some time, like, walk away from everybody and just pause. Find, like, an aerial view if you have that kind of venue. And then just look at everything go down. Look at you know, look at your parents hugging. Look at the two families getting to know each other. Just really absorb it, take it in, and just enjoy it and just love it. And that's the most important tip that we have for y'all. Enjoy the day. You worked hard for it. You deserve to enjoy it.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Literal tears if you really care about what you're doing.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Goes into this event. It's a lot that you put efforts towards. You have a vision and you want it to be executed, and it's one of the best days of your life. And so really take my sister-in-law told me this. Like, she was saying that she made sure her maid of honor took her aside for her to actually enjoy her wedding. Like, just give her 10 minutes to see her wedding, and that's what she did. She made sure that she did her due diligence. The maid of honor did her due diligence to make sure that she sat down and really soaked everything in. Because if you don't do that, then you miss everything. And you just don't want to do that. You put all this hard work in and it's all gone. Then you just like, what was it for? I didn't even get a chance to enjoy it.
Right.
So, have yourself a really good sit down and soak it all in.
And boom, that's all the tips we have for you. I mean, if you guys found these helpful, we love the fact that you can take these tips and benefit from it. If there's any tips that you possibly may have, if you have actually gone through this wedding experience, leave a comment, in the chat and just let us know how your experience was. If you have any additional tips you'd like to add for people that are, in the middle of the wedding planning process, leave a comment. And let us know, or let us know how your journey was. Like, let us know, what obstacles you had to overcome and what challenges you faced. And let us know your story. But those are the 7 tips that we have for you for this podcast episode. We hope that you guys enjoyed it, and we hope that it works to your benefit.
Yeah. So I have a "What do you meme" topic for you. So this "What do you meme" comes from the Shade Room, of course, and it was an artist that wrote something like this: "I feel like weddings are dope, but not marriage. It's time we normalize weddings without the bondage of being with someone for the rest of your life."
Lil Nas X said that?
That's what he said. So how do we feel about this? Because this is the stigma. Everybody wants to have the wedding, but do you want to have the marriage?
No, bro, just throw a party. A wedding is a party. Just party. Like, I don't normalize weddings without marriage. It's just a party. Just throw parties.
I think people fall in love with these weddings and don't realize that you have to deal with the marriage.
Hey, look, man, this is all listen, I've had guys tell me on my wedding day on the dance floor, like, yo, I think I want to do this, yo. I think I want to, I'm getting ready, all that stuff. And at the time, I'm like, cool, but I knew what that meant. It's like you like the show.
Yeah.
Like this, I did this. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I only saw the show after I saw Forever with the woman I had the show with.
Come on, somebody.
You feel me? So I don't. There is no show if I didn't see the Forever. I saw the Forever for years.
Yes, he did. He saw it from the beginning.
And then
we
planned the show.
Yeah.
But like, yo, That's 5 hours. I'm focused on 50, 60, 70, however long God gives me on this earth.
Amen.
That's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on a wedding. I'm focused on a marriage. And this is this isn't the gateway to a marriage. You could do a wedding if you could do a wedding or not. But like it's up to you. But like I think whatever he said. First of all, this kid. Well, how old is this kid?
Listen.
Well, no, ain't he like 20?
It's the lavishness that I hope I'm saying that word right. It's the lavish way that people live nowadays that makes them fall in love with the glitz, the glamour, the designs. I mean, event designs. Man, forget all that. It's just a party. Amazing.
I mean, that's dope, but it's a party. Like it
is a party.
That's all it is. Just throw parties. If you want to just be single forever, and throw parties. This kid, he could be single forever and just go to parties. And just it's basically kind of like a birthday. Just have a fancy birthday every year.
Now that people are doing birthdays,
now that people are going in,
you could do the same amount of designs and decorations and events like a wedding.
Just have a birthday, have a date for your birthday.
Yeah,
and then there you go, have
there
that.
You go.
But don't say a wedding without bro. That's not how that works.
It don't work like that.
That's not how that goes.
Marriage is work.
It's work.
But honey, you just touched my whole heart.
I mean, you know the vibes, though.
Yeah, I know the vibes.
I'm saying it's bigger than the show. Anybody can have a wedding. Literally anybody. It's all about if you have the money, you can have one tomorrow.
You could just throw one. But what about your marriage?
But, that's what I was focused on. I mean, and granted, we didn't need to do that. That wasn't a necessary. It's not a necessary part of a marriage. I just wanted one.
Yeah, it's a beautiful outward expression of your love.
Absolutely, incredible.
And to show everybody that I am marrying this person.
Yeah,
I'm loving this person out loud.
Of course.
But the marriage is what's the most important part. Your
that's
unity,
what I wanted.
Your union.
Right, and that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
But he's young. Eventually, he's gonna find some man to marry, and then he's gonna be good.
On,
no, that's a fact.
Oh.
No, I mean we're talking facts.
Okay.
Like and then he'll grow out of that mentality, but like
people don't stay married anymore. That's the sucky part.
Hey, well, I'm here to
that type of mentality.
We here to switch the narratives, man. I'm of this time, but I'm a little more old school in my thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Not
with
to mention we don't have no way out. Pretty much, there's no divorce here.
I didn't get in here to.
Nope.
I'm not going through that.
That doesn't exist for
us.
I'm
not. Honestly. I think I'd rather put in the work for a marriage than deal with the headache of a divorce. That's also annoying. I mean, granted, like it's annoying. Then it's over. Marriage, you have to keep working at.
Yeah.
But at least you got somebody there to really. Like, I need a rider.
Come on.
I need a rider, and I got a real rider.
Yes.
I'm not ruining that.
Amen.
I'm not about to ruin that.
I agree.
Y'all be ruining that.
Or they don't want to put the work in.
My wife be watching these reality shows and these guys be ruining
Lord.
that.
Here we go.
And you got kids. What y'all doing?
I don't know. They don't make.
I'm not with none of that coonery buffoonery.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I just made that up. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'm on the feather tip, and that's why that's why we're doing this period. This ain't rocket science for me. Yeah. Found somebody, I fell in love with her, and this is what I'm doing, and this is what I chose to do, and this is what I'm happy doing. It's really that simple. I don't have some crazy advice. And I don't have it's not as intricate as people trying to make it. It's just what it is. And granted, it's kind of like we're following a tradition a little bit. Some people want to do things their way. Cool, you do things your way.
Yeah.
But
we're not professionals. We're just telling our story.
That's it, and that's why that's the tagline here, because we don't got no answers. I don't got the answers for little homie right there.
We just know what we want.
Facts. So, that's it right there. Boom. 7 tips for having a big wedding. We did that. It was successful. Boom, boom, bang, bang. What's the verse of the day?
The verse
of the week, actually.
The verse of the week is coming from Romans 12, verse 10. Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another.
I'm actually going to go ahead and read the NIV version as well. You cool with that?
Okay.
Because the NIV version says, above all things, have intense and unfailing love for one another. And the reason why I want to read that one as well is because I feel like above all of this, weddings, all of that, all the hoopla, the love is at the center. Okay. That's what matters.
Okay.
So it's not all about, like, having a successful event. You want a successful marriage.
Yeah.
And the heart of that is the intense and unfailing love that y'all have for each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up.
I'm with it.
All right. I'm glad you're with it.
All right. I think we said a mouthful. I hope that you guys got out of this what we hope that you would have gotten out of this.
Yeah, I hope you learned a little something.
If
I mean,
you have
we're not
extra questions, thoughts, suggestions, go ahead and drop a comment or reach out to us on our YouTube page, and we could read all of your thoughts. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed.
Yes, sir.
So we go ahead and go to the prayer. You ready, baby?
Let's go.
Let's do this. Father God, bless Sebastien and Claushelle. Bless the listeners. May they be at peace, find joy, and always seek you first. Thank you for this opportunity once again to glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Peace and love, beautiful people.
Have a great